Hi there, this is Just a Girl in Camas, Alicia King, and I'm super excited about my interview today. I am at the Camas Montessori School, and I am here with the lovely Donna. She's the school administrator, or as the kids call her, the principal. And I have had the Montessori school on my radar for a while, but actually how I got to this interview today is one of my daughter's friends' parents, Mimi Mello, has a son that's friends with my daughter, and she texted me and said, Alicia, I would love if you'd feature the Montessori school. We have a big auction. We could use some support for that. And I said, absolutely. So I contacted Donna. We arranged it, and I just feel like things line up how they're supposed to. I have really been wanting to get into this new building and see what goes on here with all the kids. So, Donna, thank you so much for taking time today.
You're welcome.
I want to tell our viewers, let's talk about Montessori. If you haven't researched it or had a child go through this school, tell me what is Montessori and the philosophy behind it.
Well, Montessori is based off of Dr. Maria Montessori, who was the first Italian doctor. And in fact, there's some lira with her picture on it. She had money made with her picture on it.
Really?
She was that important in
Awesome.
Italy. So how she got involved with little children is there was a slum in Rome, and kids were kind of running amok, and so a lot of adults said, and the government said, we need someone to do something with these kids. And she was really kind of an experimenter, and so she said, well, let me work with them. So she took these kids, and everyone thought these kids were like really kind of not the brightest ones, and she worked with them. She designed materials with some other famous people and created this environment where the kids wanted to learn. When it came around to testing, these kids who really weren't considered the brightest scored as well or higher than some of the regular children. And so she knew she was onto something. And so that's how it started. It was in the slums of Rome.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. Have you been to Rome?
No, I'd like to.
No, yeah, you have to visit Rome. It would be neat to go see. I'm sure there's an area maybe dedicated to her or something like that.
I think there is. And she was from Copenhagen, so she lives in Copenhagen, or did.
Wow,
Yeah.
awesome. Well, I think it would be fun. You should just make that a trip that you need to go do for that reason, Donna. So let's look around the room a little bit. I just want to touch on a couple of the things. It's not like your typical classroom in here. And if I know the theory a little bit, kids kind of guide what their interest is to what they do that day. Tell me a little bit how that works.
So they follow their interests. So the classroom is divided by shelves according to what we call the curriculum, which is practical life, things that they can do with their hands and improve their skills and their finger and motor skills. Language, where they're learning how to read and sound out words. Math, which starts from the very beginning, learning how to count up through multiplication and division, because you've got some 6-year-olds who are ready for that. And let's see, sensorial, which is very unique to preschool. So sensorial is a lot of materials that isolate a sense. So you'll have something just to refine the sense of hearing, or refine the sense of touch, or refine the sense of smell. Geography, music, botany, art, all of those. Yeah.
Say that word again, sensorial.
Sensorial.
Sensorial. I like that. That's my new word for today. So one thing about Montessori too, it's not broken up. Are there mixed ages in the classes?
Yeah, the reason they're mixed ages is because you've got these older ones that kind of set the tone for the classroom, and they take on this persona of like, all right, I've already been there and done that, and I know how to tie, so I'll tie this 3-year-old's apron or this 3-year-old's shoes. Because when they were 3, someone did that for them. So it's kind of like pay it forward.
Well, and the other thing I feel like is it's helping to create leaders, because when you get to be in those positions where you're the oldest and you can help a little one or someone else that doesn't understand quite the same thing, you're helping and becoming a leader and learning those skills, which is awesome.
It is. And when the younger ones are seeing the older ones working on something a little more difficult, it kind of sparks their interest too, and they're like, I can't wait till I can do that one.
Yeah, a little bit of challenge.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
All right, so as I was driving by, I know you've been open a little over a year, but I saw this building come to fruition and it started little by little. I saw this building come to life. So tell me about your location here, being in the Camas community, and how that's working out for you guys.
Well, we started out at the St. Thomas Aquinas Church, the Catholic Church, and we were there for 17 years until they had brought a new school in and we had to find another place. We moved to Camas Friends Church. We're there for about 12 years. But every day I would come and drive by it on my way to work, drive by this lot. And for the last 4 years, I'd seen it for sale, and I thought, that would be a good spot for a school. So I brought it to my executive board, and I have some really good executive board members.
Board members are
Yes.
good. Board members are good.
Who had links with different developers and could get us some really good deals, I should say. But they oversaw everything from the, acquiring the property to building it. So that
Wow.
helped.
Wow, well, it's a beautiful building. How many classrooms are inside this building?
We have 4, and they're all multi-age classrooms, so from 2.5 to 6-year-olds are in each classroom. Try to keep a balance of ages and a balance of genders in each one. Each one has 2 teachers, 1 teacher and 1 assistant, and no more than 19 in each room.
Well, that's great. And if you're wondering about the house that's situated next to this, it's kind of a dark brown building. That is the office. So it is part of the Montessori. If you were to come here with questions, you'd want to go into the house side because that is the office. The funny thing is, I came here today, my primary purpose was to promote an auction that the Montessori school was having. It's going to be on St. Patty's Day, and I wanted to promote you coming and attending and donating items. And the wonderful thing is, they're sold out. So they are at capacity. They're having it at the lodge on the lake, right? Which I think that space is really beautiful.
It is gorgeous,
Yeah.
but you're right, we're outgrowing it now.
Yeah. Well, it's local and it's in a fun location and they have so many items. So I'm just so happy. I think when you have the community supporting you like that, that has to feel really good.
That's why we stayed in Camas. That's why I named the school Camas Montessori. We started out as Aquinas Montessori when we were at the church. But when we had to move, I wanted to keep the Camas name. And yeah, we fell in love with the community.
Well, that makes me happy that you're supported like that. Next year, I'll help you out if you need to go to bigger space or something. So I want to end today. If you're interested in the Camas Montessori School, this is how you can sign up.
You can go to our website, which is camasmontessori.com. On there is all the information you could need. There are reservation forms and application forms on there. I encourage you to call the school and arrange either a tour or what some people love to do is come in for an observation where they get to be a fly on the wall in the classroom and just kind of sit and watch the community and how everyone interacts with each other. Once you do that, then we can go back to the office. We can talk, and if this is what you're looking for, then let's get you signed up and reserve a space for next year, because we do usually get waiting lists.
So are you saying in the spring is a good time for that? Give me a month when you think people should really start to look for the next year.
So in January, the last Wednesday in January, we usually have an open house, and that's when we start taking registrations and reservations for the next year.
Okay.
We give our parents until their parent-teacher conferences to decide if their student is returning. They pay a $150 reservation fee every year. So if a child has been here for 3 years, at the end of their kindergarten year, they get $450 refunded to them. It's like, thank you. You
great.
see the relevance of staying through kindergarten. So here's your bonus.
Yeah, all right. Well, I think that this has given you a glimpse into the Montessori. And Donna, I can tell you're passionate about the school. And so I feel your energy, and that's awesome. I always, sometimes I see people in positions that maybe they're not passionate about or it's not a good fit. And when I see this, especially when it comes to our children, I love it because they need passionate people on their side and, you know, being their advocates for all kinds of things. So if this is a fit for you, and the great thing is there's so many options. This is one amazing place in Camas, Camas Montessori. Check out their website, and if you think it's a fit for your family, I think it would be wonderful. So I'm past that stage, but it looks fun in here. I want to start counting with the beads and talk to the bird. But anyways, Donna, thank you for your time today.
Thank you. I feel very honored that you would choose to interview me. So
Yes,
thank you.
yes, thank you. And I'm glad I finally got in your new space. This is Just a Girl at Camas, Alicia King. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching this interview today. Don't forget to subscribe on the left side column of my website. You can enter your email address and you'll get a notification every time I post a new interview. Just a Girl in Camas is a 501c3. Your donation helps me support our community and bring us together with these awesome interviews. Thank you so much, and I'll see you around town.